Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Typically, championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind, but today it might be revenge. Florida State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with you. Let's go down to the field in Hollywood.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Back to you.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Handoff from the shotgun. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Uh-oh, look out. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking for running room. Maybe a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started. You beat Alabama, and like everybody was pounding their chest, and then everything has really changed since that point. Norvell back calling plays. You know, he is obviously a guy that's under pressure, under fire, been talked about a lot. This could go a long way. They can have an explosive offense. Get that side of the ball taken care of again. A long way to having another turnaround season for Florida State.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
you know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. It's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. Powers through. Crosses midfield. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Trying to establish the run. Enough to move the chains. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Drag down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Daniels. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rush right in his face. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Wants to throw one first. Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. In traffic, it's Rodgers. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Burrowing for yardage. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over.
And on 3rd down, this offense comes up clutch. Man, you think you're handing the football off on 3rd down and short just to go get the first down? How about the back, man? Great vision, gets past the first line, kicks it in gear, and makes the huge, long touchdown run.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he...
It's a fumble on the play. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Finding some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Noles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Tries it on the sneak. And they go to the quarterback sneak on 2nd down, and they might have to reach a little deeper in the playbook. Stuffed again.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming, stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum. Ugh, no bueno.
He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Flush to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Florida State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. On the return, it's Rodgers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Russell. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. They're all over him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Second and long here. Keelan Russell. Look out! And he never had a chance.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Oh, pressure's coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. All wideouts, no backs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Daniels. Trying to pull his way in. Could not make his way to the corner. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing Russell. Rushes on. And a big hit at the end, but Alabama pushing the tempo.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Russell from the gun on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Running inside. It's Hill. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They give it to him again. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Russell. Rush right in his face. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. The run inside. It's Hill. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Pulls it, fired complete. Shakes off the defender. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the New Mexico Lobos.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Sooners looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tide ready to roll on offense, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's changing the play. Cfl Russell. Buying a little time to his left. Left side is Rodgers. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Drops back. It's Russell. Throwing right. Lucky to get it off.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Release to the back. Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. From the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Might have a chance. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Changing the routes with his receiver. Russell. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Edwards. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. Like, what are the minor adjustments we can make to put us drive together, to sustain it, and now set up 1st and goal. Great opening drive to start this second half.
A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Alabama quickly back to the line. Cfl Russell. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. It's Russell. Under pressure. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well run him again. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up, taking it the other way.
It's a great job by the defense being aware. Oftentimes when the offense is down by their own end zone, they like to throw the ball deep because they're expecting man-to-man coverage. They took the shot. The defense comes away with the interception, and what a beautiful return now, setting his own offense up in great field position.
Running the red zone. It's Hill. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. They're all over him. Got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. Russell. He caught it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
What's the heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Left side is Riles. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Seminoles racing to the line in a hurry-up. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Right at the line. Across the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love the play called running the football.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
From the gun, the running back has it. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Ground. He's got it again. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The keeper on the option. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Gets the back moving. Maybe a double pass. Look out. Tackle way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point was good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Down 2 scores in the 4th. The defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Black 14, black 14.
Hits inside. It's Hill. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, it's just such a missed opportunity for this offense. It's 3rd and 1, and you're trying to trick the defense by taking a shot. Defense dials in the blitz, but you just like to think that your offensive line, running backs, and tight ends can get that picked up to give your QB a shot to chuck it through.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, you're trailing here in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're going to hurry up. Really nice job of awareness by the quarterback that time. Nothing open. You got to scramble. You got to go get the first down, yes, but also getting out of bounds and try and preserve as many seconds as you can on the clock.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down.
Lets it fly. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Right side, it's Carter. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Carter. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Breaks into the open. He slides down. He has enough for the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hauls it in. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw again. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We've already seen the gifts he had.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll take a shot. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Touchdown time! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Well, this guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. It just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
Hey, he's been an absolute monster. And I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away. Throws toward the end zone. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throwing Russell. Just gets rid of that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And
a shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. Russell. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
He'll try the left side. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.